I have one last personal dream match that I'd like to make happen. And since I'm the one controlling the fancy fantasy time travel computer today, it's exactly what we're gonna do. He dominated the cruiserweight scene in WCW, then joined WWE, where he'd capture European, Intercontinental, and Tag Team Championships in short order. Eddie Guerrero was pure magic in the ring. And while I was still on the indie circuit, I watched Eddie return to WWE using his Latino heat to do the unthinkable, capture the WWE Championship.
Eddie to the top rope! Frog splash! Frog splash!
Lying, cheating, and stealing his way to the top was the only way Eddie knew how to get things done, and the fans loved him for it. I always hoped that when the day came that I signed with WWE, I'd have the opportunity to perform with Eddie once again. But for now, we'll let Slingshot Tech make the impossible possible. Just like my matches against Cactus Jack and Stone Cold, who you choose is on you. No matter who you choose and no matter what happens in the ring, we're still cool. And Eddie Guerrero will forever be loved and missed. Viva la raza, my friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for a match many thought we would never see. Eddie Guerrero versus CM Punk.
Just listen to this ovation for the Second City Saint.
CM Punk just soaking it in, feeding off his hometown crowd.
Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
This is what Eddie knew he was walking into tonight. The loudest, most passionate ovation you may hear all year.
Yeah, Cole, but Eddie also knows you don't wrestle a crowd. Punk may be feeling invincible right now, but once that bell rings, it's just him and Eddie.
And when you face Eddie Guerrero, things get very real very fast.
This is an emotional matchup for CM Punk, and you better believe Eddie knows that already. These two briefly crossed paths before Punk joined WWE.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of respect between the two of them right now, but once the bell rings, I expect that to all go out the window.
Latino Heat!
From El Paso, Texas, weighing in at 228 pounds, Eddie Guerrero!
Just look at that smirk on Eddie's face. He's eating this up, not being intimidated by all the noise, not being intimidated by Punk.
Eddie can match Punk with his technical ability, he can match him with his mental game, and he can match him on pure fighting spirit. And once upon a time, when they met in the ring before WWE, Eddie had the experience. You have to wonder if Eddie can exploit that and make Punk once again feel like a rookie.
You have to think that Eddie would love nothing more than to take the win from Punk here in front of his home crowd.
Yeah, Cole, but whenever CM Punk is in Chicago, he fights like a man absolutely possessed.
Two of the biggest personalities in WWE colliding here tonight in Chicago. This might be the biggest match of the year.
You can tell there's a lot of respect between Punk and Eddie. Punk idolized Eddie as a teenager, and then the two crossed paths before Punk joined WWE. But even with that mutual respect, I expect the rules to be tested tonight.
Oh, we know Eddie will do that, and Punk has shown he'll adapt when necessary. But at the end of the night in Chicago, only one of them will stand tall.
Shoulders down, pinning predicament.
He just powered out there, Cole.
CM Punk and Eddie Guerrero had a few matches with one another in 2002, which was less than 5 years removed from Punk's in-ring debut, only 3 years from when he decided to pursue professional wrestling full-time.
Even that early in his career, CM Punk was known as an indie darling, a pro wrestling wunderkind. But Punk has said that being in the ring with Eddie back then made him realize that...
And here's a cover.
Kick out from Eddie Guerrero.
Way too early to go for it here.
And Punk gets countered there.
Hoisted up, powerbomb, desperate situation, but shots to the head quickly put a stop to that.
Right to the kidneys from behind.
You know, so often when we have these dream matches, there's some sort of stipulation involved. But for Eddie and Punk, tonight's a pure wrestling match.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. Yes, both men are known to lie cheap. About to be locked in. Here we go, guys.
And he gets to the ropes, and the hold is released. Fends it off. Good counter. Oh, wiped out with the crossbody.
Guerrero making clear he has his number.
Ooh, and he stops that offense. CM Punk, Eddie Guerrero, two of the best to ever do it in that ring. They've crossed paths before Punk joined WWE.
Indeed, Cole. These two men engaged in multiple battles on the independent circuit during Eddie's brief...
From the top! Diving elbow drop! Are you kidding me?
And hold on, are we looking at the prelude to the end of it all?
Wow, the absolute precision and agility of that maneuver. And now going
He
big
quickly
here.
slides into the ring. Crash and burn.
A huge miss. There's bad timing, and then there's whatever you want to call that.
Stunning Hurricane Rana.
Quick reflex is so important in a match like this.
From above.
To the sky.
Oh, ended up getting caught up in the air.
I know CM Punk, and the man was always confident that he'd reach the mountaintop in WWE. But starting his career, guys his size weren't considered main event talent.
Seeing a guy like Eddie Guerrero, who once competed as a cruiserweight, take on and topple giants of this industry and win top titles in the biggest main events, well, that had to inspire Punk.
It definitely does, Wade, but don't think for a second that the respect Punk has for Eddie breaking those barriers will keep the best in the world from giving every... Blast off!
Whoa! Hurricane Rana!
Unbelievable athleticism.
Stalking from above. Up high. Punk avoids the attack.
Outside of WWE, Punk and Eddie have had a handful of matches. But when it comes to singles bouts, the record between these men is tied at 1 win apiece, with a time limit draw as well.
You cannot ask for a more even rivalry than that, Michael Cole. Each man is going to pull out all of the stops to earn that final, decisive victory.
From the middle rope, breathtaking Hurricane Rana.
Again? He's making the climb again? I can't believe this.
Airborne!
Missile drop kick. Taking a chance one more time and landing with incredible impact.
CM Punk has an in-ring IQ that's second to none. But I wonder if even he can for a man who immortalized the phrase, lie, cheat, and steal.
Corey, let's not discount that Punk has shown he can be underhanded as well. But something we know about Eddie is that he knows when to dig even deeper into his bag of tricks when facing a more seasoned opponent. I think we'll see some antics from Eddie tonight that even Punk has never seen.
Thunderous clothesline.
An elbow will break that up. That'll knock the wind out of him. Not so fast. Hurricanrana. The ref's down, and that's never a good sign.
If you're going to break any rules, I suggest you do it now. Oh, a hand for good measure.
And Punk has got to feel like he did back when he was a rookie. He still doesn't know how to handle Latino Heat.
He's got to mind the count-out rules as he heads ringside.
And now that he's got that steel chair, watch out.
Eddie Guerrero with a well-timed shot. The referee clearing that weapon out of the ring.
Oof! Smack in the corner with incredible velocity.
High angle belly-to-back suplex. They are feeding off the WWE fans, now pinning the arm down, and stop right to the hand. I don't know if Punk can withstand much more of this.
Right now, it's looking like Punk is struggling to compete with Eddie's in-ring IQ. Trying to work the leg here.
Knocking the wind out with the elbow.
Leg being manipulated with that maneuver. Just stomping every single part of his body. The arm absorbing the damage. Strong kick.
Oh, simply bone-rattling offense. And he manages to escape just in the nick of time. Eddie's got Punk seeing more stars than on the Chicago flag after that one.
No, stops the count at two.
He's got to be running on fumes at this point.
Up the rope he goes.
Maybe looking for a powerbomb here.
But right hands create separation and an escape.
Back and forth, back and forth. Looking for the advantage here. From the top.
Knees up. Got the knees up just in time.
What a display here. Counters on both sides. Oh, jarring uppercut.
A non-stop assault from Guerrero here.
Right on the top. Frog splash. Will that close Punk out?
Eddie Guerrero upsetting Punk in his hometown.
Here is your winner, Eddie Guerrero.
You can hear how split the arena here in Chicago is right now. Disappointment, their hometown hero lost, and respect for Eddie doing what he does best.
Yeah, and it wasn't for lack of trying. Punk threw everything he had at Guerrero.